Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Junior, aka Smoking Guns, out here in Tucson, Arizona, representing the Ultimate Fight Club, giving you the latest content in boxing and MMA news that is out. So, in today's segment of Ultimate Fight Club Daily News, we got Michael Hunter, who looks like he may be going into a potential clash with Alexander Povetkin on that Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua undercard. And this is coming out in BoxingScene.com, where it states, Hunter versus Povetkin clash in the works for Ruiz Joshua 2 undercard. And in this article, it goes on to state, Michael Hunter didn't waste any time taking the fight to a bigger foe in his latest win. Afterward, he didn't waste any time in attempting to line up his next order of business. I want Alexander Povetkin, Hunter bluntly stated, calling out the 2008 Olympic gold medalist and former heavyweight title challenger shortly after Friday's near shutout win over previously unbeaten Sergey Kuzmin in New York City. If you see me, Povetkin, I'm coming for you, quote. It also goes on to state later on in this article, the timing works out to pair the two together. That's the fight I want to make in Saudi Arabia. Michael Hunter versus Alexander Povetkin. Promoter Eddie Hearn told BoxingScene.com and other reporters following Friday's show in NYC, referring to the December 7th card in Saudi Arabia, headlined by the heavyweight title fight rematch between California's Andy Ruiz and England's Anthony Joshua. It's a good next fight for Hunter, who's kind of like a miracle man. He goes in there sort of like a blown-up cruiserweight because, let's be honest, that's really what he is. He's going in there beating up big guys. He didn't lose a round tonight against Sergey Kuzmin, who is supposed to be a top 15 heavyweight. He made him look average. He's undersized, but he's got a big heart, and he really knows his way around the ring, quote. Next up in the news, we got Jaime Munguia, who was coming out talking about that he may not be vacating the 154-pound division. And this is also coming out in BoxingScene.com, where it states, Munguia, I don't know if this is my last fight at 154 pounds. And in this article, it goes on to state, Jaime Munguia was so pleased with his returning to old form that he's having second thoughts about life in a new weight division. Granted, the unbeaten 154-pound titleist was always going to be too much to handle for Ghana's Patrick Aladi from the moment their fight was announced more than a month ago. Still, the 22-year-old from Tijuana, Mexico, drew rave reviews for his performance on Saturday, scoring a fourth-round knockout in the main event of a DAZN stream bill in front of a raucous crowd at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. The journey getting here was hard, but I feel really good with these people who came to support me, noted Munguia, whose last stoppage win came on this very weekend 1 year ago. This is Mexican Independence Day, and I feel really good, and I'm ready to accomplish more and go further in my career. It also goes on to state in this article, the bout was Munguia's first under the watchful eye of Tijuana's last great legendary boxer, Hall of Fame former four-division titleist Erik Morales, who has taken over the training reins for the rising star. The intent was to bring out the aggressive side of the young boxer, who has been extended the distance in 3 of his last 4 starts, including a heavily disputed 12-round win over Dennis Hogan this past April in Monterrey, Mexico. Their first bout together was thought to be the last at 154 pounds for the 6-foot man-child who seemed destined for a middleweight run. Perhaps not so fast on that front. I don't know if this is my last fight at 154 pounds, admits it Munguia, who has already made the 5th successful defense of the title he claimed just 16 months ago in a 4-round wipeout of Saddam Ali. I need to talk with my promoters, Golden Boy and Zanfer. I need to talk to my team, and then we'll decide, quote. Next up in the news, we got Jarrell Miller, who looks like he is in talks to signing with ESPN. And this is also in BoxingScene.com, where it states, Jarrell Miller acknowledges ESPN talks, still open to the DAZN return. And in this article, it goes on to state, the redemption tour has begun for Jarrell Miller. It goes on to state later on in this article, I'm a man. I've always respected what you do, even when you bash me on camera, Miller said to Hearn in the presence of BoxingScene.com and other reporters during a post-fight press conference. But I still got love for you. I think you're a great businessman, but do you still want to promote me? Hearn couldn't help but laugh at the suggestion. We'll talk, noted Hearn, who was the promoter of record for Miller's last 2 fights coming late last year live on DAZN. Miller remains co-promoted by Greg Cohen and Dmitriy Salita, and currently in the process of finalizing a lucrative deal that would have him showcased on ESPN platforms. The deal would bring Top Rank into the fold, although the heavyweight was hopeful of resurrecting past relationships before making any decision regarding his future. "I'm a human being. Life happens. Just do better," Miller noted. "Be a better person. Take the wrong information that didn't need to be taken. Going in the wrong direction. It happens in life. Sometimes we make decisions that cost us money, cost us an opportunity. The main thing is being better, understanding and learning from your mistakes. I'm not going to sit here and bash Eddie. We're all human beings. We all make mistakes. On to bigger and better things. We don't know if ESPN is the move. We're in negotiations right now, but let's see." Miller will begin the process of receiving a boxing license in the United States later this week. By that point, a 6-month suspension imposed by the WBA will have expired, in which will give the heavyweight contender the ability to appear before a state commission and plead his case. There remains a question as to where he can obtain a license. More concerning on his end will be who will be along for the ride. "I still love DAZN. They treat me very well," insists Miller. "Eddie treated me very well up until that point. It's business, but sometimes relationships do cause you to think back and wonder what works best." Quote. Last but not least, coming up in the news, it looks like we may have a potential fight between Julio César Chávez Jr. and Daniel Jacobs for that damn super middleweight division. And this is also coming out in BoxingScene.com, where it states, Chavez Jr. says a deal to fight Daniel Jacobs is close for December 14th. And in this article, it goes on to state, Julio César Chávez Jr., the former world middleweight champion, revealed that he's close to an agreement to face fellow former world champ Daniel Jacobs on December 14th as part of a card being staged by Matchroom Boxing on DAZN. "We are close to a deal. Most of the important details have already been agreed upon. I am sure positive that they believe that I don't have much left to give in boxing, but they will be in for a surprise in December. A few months ago, nothing appeared on the radar, and now I am facing the most important fight of my life," Chavez said to ESPN Deportes. It also goes on to state in this article, regarding the location of the battle of Jacobs and Chavez Jr., there is talk of California or Las Vegas, although there is no certainty yet until it is time to announce that the contracts have been signed. Unless a drastic change happens, in the next few days, Matchroom will be able to finalize the fight for December 14th. Quote. Well, that is all right now that I have for you guys on Ultimate Fight Club Daily News. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any kind of questions, any kind of comments regarding any of the news that is in this video, make sure to hit me up in the comment section and I'll be sure to hit you guys up, all right? So, I hope you liked the video. Holla at your boy.